Okay. Chalice and 3-ball. Actually, yeah, I don't want Flusterstorm. I want Preordain back. Yeah. Okay. I think you like ditching Emrakul. I mean, yeah, maybe, but I kind of like having it open for Shellduck Isle shenanigans. And none of these are particularly great anyway, so this leaves us with the Shelldock plan, so we'll just keep it. Okay, so this is Curse's guy, then we got hella lucky. He's got Ensnaring Bridge? Well, cool. If my audio is turned off during that, I'm sad, because I was cackling like a madman during that. Oh, this is not good. Mulligan. Okay, so this hand sucks against Chalice and 3-ball if he turns ones it, but I do like being able to sculpt our way to victory. So I think, yeah, that was a very good game one. Like, that's textbook Tinfins. Like, I'm perked up right now. I feel good. I'm gonna keep this. It's not great against the 3-ball shit, but I like being able to sculpt. Yeah, we just fade lock piece and we're good. I'm gonna put a brainstorm on the bottom. Probably should have put like one of these underground seas, but whatever. Chromox. All right, fuck our day up. Fuck my day up, man. Yeah, it is curses. Good call. Dark ritual. Trace ball. Oh, Karn. All right. All right. All right. What's this one? Liquid metal coating. All right, so he's gonna just fuck up our lands here. Yeah, look, abrupt decay. All right. I like both of these. So let's put on top. Put on top. Keep Force of Will so we can like force plus stays, lock pieces here. Karn's rough, but especially because now we can't use our LEDs and Lotus Petals. But you know, we'll get there. We'll figure it out. That's what I'm thinking. We'll probably just daze the coding. Vault of Whispers. Yep. Chalice of the Void. Yep. Let's pass it up. Okay, that's good. I like that. Okay, let's put back. So we're missing a cantrip. Put decay and trop. And I think I want to force this. At this point, he has to be running low on lock pieces. Yeah. So what's a good pass the turn pile here? Um. So cycle, 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 cavern. And so we go land, dark ritual, doomsday, draw into a cycle, cycle all of our stuff, cavern, oracle, win. Seems good. I think I'm gonna go with cyclers. I think I'm gonna go with all cyclers on the off chance they drop a 3-ball or a cavern, or not cavern, 3-ball or chalice. That way this doesn't get affected by those. And then cavern I can jam through the thing on 2. Um, okay. Do I need Oracle? Street Wraith? Street Wraith. Cycler's died a card getting a Pithing Needle. This is true. But you know what? Okay. I think I would rather... I think I'd rather die to Pithing Needle. Because I can still have a couple turns to Oracle. Oracle, Cavern. Let's... It doesn't really matter. Okay, opponent. Can you kill us? Yep, see? Yes, I should have fetched before my Doomsday. But... I did this wrong. I needed to have a draw spell in here. So I think I'm just going to pass the turn again. Because he can't... Yeah, because he can't Thought Seize this, and then we just play Cavern and draw Oracle. Yeah. Watch our opponent, like, I don't know, 5-mana haster. Or that. So maybe I should have put Oracle in hand so that I could just cast Oracle through that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, bungled that one. If I put Thassa's Oracle above the Cavern, then he could have done that. But oh, whatever. But then again, he had the thing on 2. So I mean, we were just kind of fucked there anyway. So yeah, so I mean, what can we do? I mean, maybe if we had if we had more stuff, if we had like like a brainstorm pile, we could have jammed our way through there, but we didn't. So it is what it is. Let's run this back. Oh man. I'm kind of tempted to keep this just purely because we can Thoughtseize into Cabal Therapy and then force something, and then we're both top decking, but that probably seems really bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did have good draws. So yeah, inclined to keep this just because if we're both hellbent, I feel better about having cantrips. Um, so we'll keep this. It's a bad keep maybe, but we'll see what he does. Yeah, I'm not excited about this keep, but I mean, all right, he's mulliganing to 6, right? So he's mulliganing to 6, and we're gonna. Okay, yeah, Leyline. I don't give a shit about Leyline. Um, I'm gonna grab Swamp. Oh, lagging out. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. So what can we do here? If we take Chalice, okay, so like if we take 3 Sphere, they go Chrome Mox into Chalice, and then we force it, and then they have nothing. We could take Chrome Mox, and then they have nothing. We could take him, and then they have all this, and that does nothing. Or we could take 3 Ball, or we could take Chalice, and then we can Cabal Therapy this later. Yeah, I'm gonna take Chalice and Therapy this Trinisphere later, and then we can force the will something down the line. Mox, I mean maybe. I feel like. I mean maybe we. I don't know. I feel like with them mulling to 5, like yeah, they drop Mox, and that eats their Hymn to Turok, and then we just force whatever they play next. I don't know. Maybe that was bad. We'll figure it out. Swamp, Chrome Mox. Yep. Oof. Necromentia. All right. So the question is do we force the Hymn to Turok? No matter what, we're losing 2 cards, and I mean, yeah, we have to because we have to protect our Thassa's Oracle at all costs. Because if this gets hit by the discard, then we're relying on Emrakul to win, And that seems very sketchy. Yeah. You know, in retrospect, we should have built that pile with Shelldock and Emrakul in it as a backup plan. Because I don't think they could have dealt with Shelldock with that last hand. Okay, so we drew land. And I'm just going to oh man. Yeah. If they can eat our Thassa's Oracle, then oh well. Yeah. Retrospect should have thrown Shelldock Emrakul in that pile, because then we would have been like hella money. Like Shelldock Emrakul, you know, Cavern Oracle Cycler, or maybe like a Brainstorm. Okay, so now we just have to hope that they don't draw anything cool. Here comes a Chalice on 1. Okay. Okay. We have Abrupt Decays. Maybe we'll find one. Collective Brutality. Not great, but we'll keep it. Yeah, look, are cool. Like, am I wrong for kind of just wanting to jam Oracle and just like attack for 1 for like a bajillion turns? Like, I know it won't go the distance, but you never know. I mean, obviously, then it shuts us off from ever winning. Man. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, him would be very brutal here. I will say I don't feel great about our position. Womp. Three ball. Yeah, that's fine. We have mana to spare. Underground Sea, okay. Yeah, I don't like where we're at. I'm just gonna hold on to Underground Sea to just give us buffer for any Hymnatrox. Karn? Alright, we're like 0% to win now. Yeah. Yeah, alright. We need a really good rip here. Yeah. Alright. That's GG, I think, because yeah, they just play Helm. Yeah, we're 0% to win. Like, the only way we do win, I guess, is like no, we just don't win. So we'll just hit OK. We'll let him helm us out. Yep. Helm. Traders. Yep. Hit him with the GG. And helm, we mill 2. And we lose on a draw step. Womp womp. So, if our that pile we should have done this for the past turn, where we Shoutout Island and Emrakul. And then we Emrakul them instead of what we did there. Because yeah, that would have been much smarter. Because there we lost because I don't know how to draw cards properly. Yeah, I mean matchups like that where it's just discard plus every single fucking lock piece in the game. Like you know, you're not going to win that unless you get really lucky. I mean, game 1 we had the textbook Tinfins hand where everything went well for us. Game 2, if we built that pass the turn pile exactly like this, you know, we would have won like super easily. I guess, or you know, these last 3 don't really matter because of the hideaway, but Emrakul would have won us the game there for sure. Unless they like went Pith and Needle for Shelldock, but then that means they wouldn't have done all the things that they did to lock us out of this. So, you know, I think we would have been in good shape. Anyway, so yeah, you know, bad matchup. One that we definitely could have won if we stacked our pile smart. But you know, I'll take losses like that where okay, we could have won if we played smarter. Yeah, it's great that our bad matchups are actually somewhat playable. Like when you can do the thing, you know, like when you have hands like this. I mean, you know, like damn, it's so good to be us, guys. The real question is so what do we do here? Do we just go? So on one hand, we can go Underground Sea, Brainstorm, hope to hit Dark Ritual, and then we're in great shape. Otherwise, we can just go Underground Sea, EOT Entomb, Pedal Shallow Grave, and then we have our Force backup. This guy's only getting down to 4. So either A, this guy has some like dog shit awful hand, or he knows what we're on, and he's gonna like ruin our day. See and turn into him. Yeah, like I think that's the play, especially with them mulliganing down to 4 cards with force backup on the blind. Like, oh yeah, yeah. Black mana. So, ooh. All right. What do you think? I think we Dark Ritual this because okay, so what do? They Dark Ritual. Maybe they're doing the same to us. So I think we force this. Uh, yeah, yeah. This gets forced. I don't want them to Thoughtseize, Reanimate Entomb with their last 3 cards. And we want Crystal Brand. Into the Shallow Grave. If this guy also has Force, I'll be real sad. Yeah, easy wins, easy life. Okay, we land Dark Ritual Entomb, so we just need a Shallow Grave and we win. Or we just get, I don't know, we still need yeah, we're gonna have to do this the hard way, aren't we? So we'll drop land. I mean, I guess technically we ponder. Any order, yes. Ah, another Entomb. Okay. So let's cast all those. Go to combat. Attack. And draw another 7. Okay. Alright, cool. So now what we do is black. Ritual. We're going to cast one of our Entombs to get kill the children. We're going to Shallow Grave children. We're going to sacrifice the children. Gain back all of our life. We probably could have fought Seas just to take a peek at what they're doing, but that's neither here nor there. Alright, that's another Dark Ritual, so let's cast. Draw another 7. So there's our other Shallow Grave, both of our Shallow Graves. Let's draw 7. Okay, let's Shallow Grave. Get kids. Let's Thoughtseize them. Lose a little bit extra life. So our opponent's probably either on Storm or they're on Reanimator themselves. So I think what we do here is I'm gonna bring in Flusterstorm and kind of want to cut Collective Brutality here. Hard mode, yeah, quote unquote hard mode. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut Collective Brutality for Flusterstorm. And yeah, let's run it back, boys. So yeah, so I feel pretty good. Curses. Yeah, if it's curses, they're probably gonna like leyline us, and then I'm gonna cry. But if we don't get leylined, we're in good shape. But I'm gonna go with my gut, and I feel like this guy is on another fast combo deck. Goryo's Vengeance, Brainstorm, Ponder, Gristlebrand. This isn't a great keep, to be honest. Like, if they're on lock pieces, this hand sucks. What did this guy do? So he kept with 7. Ship it. You're thinking ship. Yeah, I mean, this hand just kind of, we brainstorm pit back Grizzlebrand probably. Let's ship it back. Okay. This is a little bit better. We'll just pit back one of the Dark Rituals. We got Entomb, we got Force back up. We can Ponder. I like this. This is a good hand. Let's drop Dark Ritual to the bottom. Hit done. All right, opponent. Snow covered Cabal Physiotherapy. All right. What you got? If this guy names Force, then we're cool. Yep, he names Force of Will, so he gets our Force. Not the end of the world. If we draw Dark Ritual, or not Dark Ritual, Shallowgrave, I'll 100% jam. Tormod's Crypt. Okay, I will not jam. So yeah, I would love to see another. I'd love to see another Force. I would love to see another land. Because yeah, we, or or maybe we'll have to like sculpt into double, double something. Another Brainstorm. Okay, let's cast Ponder. Don't like it. Yes, Swamp. Not great, but it'll do. We'll probably get our Entomb ripped, and that'll be sad. And maybe to the point where we should have held, just held up Brainstorm. But, oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, either the Devil's Shallow Grave or the double Entomb plus Shallow Grave, where with the Shallow Grave still in the stack, we just crack another Entomb. This game's fucking cool. Let's Alright, so we can either swamp, ship the turn, hold up Brainstorm. We can preordain, and then see if we hit any lands or any like Force of Wills. Given that they have discard and they know we have an Entomb, I'm kind of tempted to just hold Brainstorm for now. So we're gonna do that. I should probably get cooler basics than these Avacyn ones, but whatever. Okay, so this guy has 5-card hand, only 1 land, and then he got to 2 lands and then did nothing with the Tormod's Crypt. So what's going on here? I really would love to. Ah, shit! I probably should have brainstormed. Oh well. All right, I would love to see Thoughtseize here. None of these are Thoughtseize, so bottom, ponder. I think we'll do the same thing. We'll hold up brainstorm. Actually, yeah, end of turn Entomb sounds really good because then at any point when they crack, we just pop them in the Shallow Grave. Now, granted, it feels bad if they do it before our attack step or like after our attack step, but you know, whatever. So yeah, so we'll do ourselves some EOT entombing. And that's what's so cool about this deck is that all of our shit is instant, like our main combo pieces. So it gives us so much play around Tormod's Crypt, and so he played a Swamp. What could he have? What could they have? Man with Brisk. What could our man with the Brisk have? Well, I mean, we just jam into him here. Children. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Ponder here, and yeah, maybe he's all rituals and no payoff. Who knows? I'm gonna cast Ponder. Ooh, another Entomb. Yeah, this is actually really good. No shuffle. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Dark Ritual Shallow Grave. He's going to crack that. After it resolves, we just jam another into him. And then we go off. And if it does, and if he has more, then, well, that sucks. So that's the beauty of Shallow Grave, because this doesn't target. So yeah, so he has to pop this crypt here. So and so yeah, so that's why this deck is so resilient to things like Tormod's Crypt, is because we have so much interaction on the stack with our combo pieces. Lotus Petal would be so great here. What you doing, opponent? What you thinking about? I hope he's thinking about conceding. Yeah, Shallow Grave is so good. It's such a good card. It is probably like one of my favorite cards in the game. I think let me rephrase it. Entomb is definitely my favorite card in the game, I think. And then Shallow Grave is like top 5 for sure. Okay, so we did not hit an Entomb, it looks like. So I'm going to pop a Brainstorm and hope that we hit either Lotus Petal or we need to hit Lotus Petal And yeah, we don't know what the opponent's deck is. And that, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about his deck anymore. Okay, so what do we draw? So we do Thoughtseize and more cantrips, which is not ideal. So let's put just 2 lanes back for now. Okay. So now we go to our attack step. Attack. Hopefully those next 5 cards are good. Emrakul. Man, no freaking Lotus Petals. Holy crap. Okay, so we're gonna have to discard, and that feel. So this is the sad thing about the deck now, is we have no mana. And oh wait, no, do we have a land drop, right? We have land drop here. Never mind. Would have pondered. See, I much prefer trying to have Brainstorm gives us our maximum hits because we wanted Entomb plus or Petal plus Entomb at best. So this is one thing I wish that we were playing Esper for. Did we even draw an Entomb? We didn't draw an Entomb. Holy cow. Okay. So yeah, we have a land drop. Get this. So yeah, so now we need Ponder, or no, we need not Ponder. We need Lotus Petals. So we're gonna Ponder here. Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Undo. You're smart. Good call. Good call. We did draw the therapy. So let's instead Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Do we have any more Dark Rituals? No. Okay. That's right. That's right. So we Ritual Therapy. Children of Corliss is the name of the game. Opponent is taking a propaganda at our hand. And now we Shallow Grave. And yeah, Esper unneeded, you're right. Alright, I'm a fool. I kind of want to see what our opponent's on. Actually, no. We're just gonna draw cards. Let's just draw cards. Draw cards. There we go. There's our Entombs. Drop that. Pay 7, draw 7. Man, all of our mana was at the bottom of our deck. Cast. And draw 1 more 7. Cast. Cast. And then we... Alright, I'm gonna Thoughtseize our opponent this time. Get some extra. Okay, so they were on Reanimator. Okay, so they had all that stuff in hand and no way to drop a thing in, so yeah, it sucks for them. Okay, so now we Shallow Grave. Let's sacrifice everything. And more black. Shuffle Emrakul. Sack our children. Draw. Cast. Cast. Draw. Cast. And cast. And cast. And cast. And draw again. And cast. 12. Cast Emrakul. Take an extra turn. And then we can insta, put all of our triggers, bye-bye Grizzlebrand. So discard, 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 discard. There we go. And opponent scoops it up. I mean, yeah, we could have, but I mean, we had extra Grizzlebrands anyway, so who cares about maximum value, right? Value is for young players because that's all they got is trying to make value. But instead, we just win. We win handily against Mono Black Reanimator. So yeah, that's sweet. Once again, it's good to be us. So good to be us. You know, I probably should like throw chat on screen because I'm recording this so that people can see me reacting to things in chat. But I don't feel like making that work anymore. So yeah, so we won the die roll. Ugh. So normally I would want to keep this because of double Entomb, because Entomb's such a good card, but this hand does stone nothing, so it's a shipper. All right, hey man, thanks for coming in. Thanks for all your help. You have a good night. For those watching the recording, walked from the Tinfins Discord, who more or less pioneered this version, was in chat with us. Holy cow, this hand does a lot of mana and nothing else. I will mulligan again. All right. This hand fucks. Yeah, we keep this, and we gotta put 2 cards at the bottom. Oh man. All right, so we mulligan down. We have the turn 1 nuts, except for like if this was, you know, like if there's a Multisix and we had like blue spell force, it'd be even better. But this is what we got, and so we're gonna come on and slam. Welcome to the jam. And if our opponent has interaction, then you know we're fucked. But they may not have interaction. Oh, hey, net. Tinfins. Draw 7. And all right, we got land, Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal. Perfect. This is shaping up. Show me. I kind of wish I kept that last Entomb now. Ritual Brainstorm. Bummer. Okay. Actually, not the end of the world. So I think what we do here is, okay, hold on a second. We need reanimation spells. We have Entomb. Or we have those. So yeah, we're looking for children plus reanimation spell. So what I'm going to do is Misty Rainforest, crack Misty Rainforest, grab Underground Sea, blue, ponder, and there's children. Put on top, put on top, put on top, no shuffle, draw children, pedal, sack for a white, play children, sack the kids, gain all of our life back up to 20, draw another 7. Alright, we have the reanimation, so now we're just looking for a Lotus Petal. Show me another... Oh, no. Show me another Lotus Petal. Get deck. 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 Deck, deck, deck. Oh. Feels bad. Alright, well. Declare attacks, swing in. So now we're going to have to do this the hard way. And just draw our entire deck. Draw another 7. Well, I guess we already saw 2 Lotus Petals. Oh, alright, cool, they scooped it up. Woo! Got lucky, because yeah, we would have had to have passed the turn there, but I mean, we would have passed with the cannon just reloaded and ready to fuck them up. So I think we're in good shape. No idea what our opponent's on. Could be anything. The fact that he just kind of, that resolve makes me think that maybe he's not doing blue spells. So worst case scenario. Okay, so what? Yeah, thank you, opponent, for scooping and making my life easier. So we can go a couple ways here. One, we can bring in our abrupt decays and see what they have, and assume that they're gonna have non-leyline hate. If they have leyline, then we're in trouble. But we can just quickly scoop it up. Full swap in the blind is what Walked is saying. You know what? All right, I can deal with that. So let's get all those in there, that in there, that and that. So then we don't want those. Don't want those, and we don't want you, and we don't want our good friend Entomb. And kind of just feel like just full going down collective brutality. We could not bring in these abrupt decays, but there's a decent chance that maybe they're like a lock piece deck, so maybe they're like mono black curses again, or maybe they're a chalice deck and we'll really want these. And so yeah, so I think we just make our full swap that way. We leave Emrakul in for Shelldock Isle on the off chance that there's something that we can't win with Oracle. So yeah, so this looks good. Run it. So let's see what our opponent does with their mulligan decisions. So he's choosing to play first. Go figure. Oh man, this hand. Oh, so he keeps his 7. Okay. So this hand. Emrakul sucks here. I like double cantrip with these two hands. Abrupt Decay gives us an out, but we have no real business. At the same time, we just rip a Doomsday and we look really good. So I'm just gonna keep this. No beginning game actions, so no ley line. That's good. So let's see what our opponent's on. Maybe our opponent's on Death and Taxes.
Cruel Mox.
Maybe our opponent's on Belcher. Blood Moon. Oh, Moon Stompy. Oh man. That's rough. So we need to draw like exactly Island if we're gonna have a chance at this game. And Chalice on O. Yep. Okay, I'm less worried about Chalice. I guess I am worried about Chalice because now we can't cast as Abrupt Decay. Let's see if we draw an Island. If we draw Island and we draw Swamp, we're still in this game. We draw Doomsday. So I'm gonna drop our Pluto Delta. I'm gonna like click through this for a little bit. Let's not give them any information that we're on Doomsday though. 3-ball. Okay, so yes, we're 0% to win this at this point. Like there's no way in hell we're winning. We're winning this. Like we're well. Actually, no, because we could still swamp Dark Ritual Doomsday, some weird past the turn pile shenanigans into just like casting Thassa's Oracle somehow. Actually, I don't know how because we only have one island. Yeah, let's just scoop it up. So Moon Stompy, that sucks. I do not like Moon Stompy at all. I kind of want to bring back the Collector Brutality because it snipes those Magus of the Moons, off of Swamp, which is pretty good. And I kind of think that dropping Flusterstorm for Brutality is the way to go if we want to stay on the Doomsday plan against this. Yeah. This is just a rough matchup. So yeah, so I think we just run this back. Because worst case scenario, we swap back to Tinfins, but then they have Leyline of the Void, and then we're just stone dead to Leyline. So this plan, yeah. So we pretty much just need to make sure we have counter magic ready, counter magic and thought seizes for their lock pieces. Underground Sea, Dark Ritual, Street Wraith, Therapy. I mean, this isn't too awful because we can Daze a lock piece. We can preordain, hopefully find business. We can Therapy if we wanted to. Like this hand isn't amazing, but it is not bad. Like I kind of want to go Misty Rainforest into Island into preordain, and then hold up Daze, and then hope that this preordain's good. Yeah. So I think this is a keeper. Keeper. It's not a great hand, but it's a fine hand. Yeah. Mr. walked here with his yo, I gotta go. From a while ago and not going. Okay. So yeah, we Rainforest, crack, get our island. Preordain. And I mean, we're just looking for business spells here, so we'll put both on bottom. Drop up. All right, that's not bad. Kind of wish we kept one of those fetches in retrospect, but whatever. I feel decent. We got days to stop their thing. I feel like with Stompy decks, like Moon Stompy decks, like you need to win the dice roll. Yep. Chalice. Flippity doop. Yeah, I probably should have kept Delta to grab a swamp, but I didn't because I'm a bad person. So I think we just brainstorm and hope to find a force. Maybe we could have went therapy name like 3-ball or Blood Moon, but the fact that they went City of Traders Chalice, maybe they don't have much else going on. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Main phase, so probably tap 2, drop a land. Okay. Man, yeah, we could have called 3-ball there. All right. So we need force plus blue spell. We do not hit force plus blue spell, but not the end of the world. We have our abrupt decay. We're ways off from getting it, but we wouldn't be able to cast it on next turn anyway. So let's put on top and put on top. And yeah, you got it, champ. All right. Yeah. So we're not doing anything for a minute, so I'm just gonna drop an underground sea. Actually, this should have been fetched to put away that Emrakul. That was bad. That was on me. Fetch for Trop, and then next turn drop underground sea. Blood Moon. Yep. So yeah, we should have kept that Polluted Delta to get a swamp. But no matter. Okay. Good news is, I mean, we could still cast Brainstorm. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Got a threat. Legion Warboss. That's a good one. I'm just gonna fire off this Brainstorm. Hey, look, there's Force of Will. Let's put back and put back. Nope. So yeah, I could have definitely played my lands a lot better. If I planned our lands a bit better, we would have been in better shape against this. Nope. Okay. Play that. And we're gonna cast this pedal. On the off chance they rip Chalice and go Chalice on 0. So we can technically Dark Ritual Doomsday into stuff, but it doesn't feel good. Yeah, Blood Moon. Yeah, Magus of the Moon. Okay, so like, what if we like draw Dark Ritual, and Doomsday, and another Lotus Petal. And then we do some cyclers and just cast Lotus Petal, like Lotus Petal Thassa's Oracle off of Petal plus land mana. Like we have to draw like pretty much exactly those card Doomsday plus Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal then Doomsday to win though. And obviously since we were drawing Emrakul, that wasn't gonna happen. So like we're like 99% dead here. All right, and there's Chalice on too. So yeah, this game's done. We'll just concede. GG opponent. Lotus Petal Dark Ritual. Yeah, so like if we drew, like if they didn't have the clock, like we need to draw Lotus Petal plus another Doomsday, we would have been in good shape. But womp womp. All right. So yeah, so that one, I feel like with any sort of Stompy deck, you essentially need to win the dice roll and win game one, and then you just gotta like hope to fade hate in the next two games. And I think game three there we could have definitely managed our lands a little bit better to fetch basics, but we are still pretty far away from doing things. So yeah, so that preordained, we should have kept Polluted Delta, fetch for a swamp, and then fetch for Tropical Island a little bit later for our abrupt decays, and we would have been in good shape. But that didn't happen, and we just stone lost there, and that's sad. So it is what it is. Let's get another match in. All right. Potatoes. All right. Well, this is a great hand. Like, technically our best draw here would just be a Dark Ritual, and then we can just slam and jam. So they keep 7 cards. We're also going to keep 7 cards. Okay. Okay. So they have Ancient Tomb. Either yeah, that's rough. Drawing Days is kind of rough here. So I'm gonna pass turn. We're gonna fetch for Underground Sea, Entomb on their end step, untap Shallow Grave, and hope that we're in good shape. Main phase, yep. Spirit Guide. Seething Song. Oh man. I'm just gonna let this go. I'm gonna see what let's see what they're doing with all this mana. Act on Impulse. Oh, okay. So this is that. This is Mono Red Storm. Man, this deck is so cool. No. No. Man. All right. Yep. So maybe the smarter plan would have been to crack Entomb Days that Seething Song. And then just hope we rip a Dark Ritual. But oh shit. Alright. Magmatic Channeler. As long as there are 4 more instants, this guy gets +3/+1. Discard a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library, then choose one. Oh, okay, I don't give a shit. Like okay, this, who cares? Yeah, man. You have a 4/4. And so here's a lesson for everyone. Turn 2 4/4s are really cool, but turn 2 hasty Grizzlebrands are better. Okay, so let's do that. Cast. Bleep bloop. And I'm going to crack this for black, and then draw 7. Okay, Dark Ritual Entomb. We drew Emrakul, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Nope, doesn't suck. Okay, we drew Thoughtseize, Goryo's Vengeance. So let's Thoughtseize. Target us. And so yeah, so this guy did all that for a turn for a 4/4. Well, we just did all that for Grizzlebrand and Emrakul. So yeah. Okay, Mono Red Storm. So fast combo, I feel like we gotta slam and jam. Like I always feel pretty good about any sort of fast combo decks. So let's go ahead. We're gonna bring in Flusterstorm and Limdual's Vault, so we can go to EOT, do that thing, and we're going to drop a Preordain and Cabal Therapy, I think. So we'll run it like that. So beautiful. Textbook game for us. Okay, so this hand. So I like Force of Will to stop whatever it is they're doing. But I feel like they're not a turn 1 deck. They're more of a turn 2 and turn 3 deck. And so I don't feel as good going without with having no business spells in hand. Like 3 lands, 2 cantrips, 1 force. So effectively we only have 1 cantrip, so we have to like make this ponder really count for something. not super great. So they're gonna keep their 7. Um, mm, yeah, I think I'm just gonna mulligan. We don't have business. And see, look at that. Look at that hand. Like, isn't this beautiful? Look how beautiful this is. This is why we mulligan. Bye bye, brainstorm. So now we just need our opponent to not leyline and avoid us. Yep. Yep. Okay, we need our opponent to not turn 1 us. If our opponent doesn't turn 1 us here, we're like money. Yep. Playing Manamorphose, yep. Act on Impulse, yep. Not, that doesn't look too great. So he probably like what, cast Burning Wish? Does he have a Red Flame in the in there? Who knows? Yeah, opponent, you are gonna be so sad about our hand. The real question is like, yeah. So A, if we draw Dark Ritual's so good. Like Dark Ritual's the best draw we can make. Another Lotus Petal would be fine, but I'm not enthusiastic about it. Oof. All right, what did our opponent get? Our opponent got Past in Flames. Okay. Force of Will. Man. So I'm actually just super tempted to just fire off a Thoughtseizes here. Because we can like force when they go to do something, and then we're still hoping for like a land. So I'm just gonna fire off Thoughtseize. Grab our Underground Sea. Underground Sea. Now the big baller play would be to crank this Brainstorm and hope to hit Dark Ritual, and maybe next turn we'll draw into Dark Ritual. But for now, I like Thoughtseizing here. So I have Act on Impulse, Light Up the Stage, and Past in Flames. So if they draw so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna discard Past in Flames, because that's the most dangerous card in their deck. Like, yeah, they draw Swamp, or they draw a Mountain, and then they can cast these. So I feel like they're redundant no matter what. But this, if they do manage to flash it back next turn, we can force it. So, we'll do it like that, and we'll cast this Lotus Petal as well. On the off chance that there's something stupid. Okay, so they drew Mountain. There's the Light Up the Stage. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. So they hit 2 lands. So yeah, so we're looking really good now. Yep. Collective Brutality. Okay. I'm just gonna pass again. And Entomb on their end step, and then we'll Shallow Grave on the next turn. We have Force of Will to stop anything scary that they can do. Once again, could just Brainstorm to hope to hit another mana source, but they have nothing. They have an Act on Impulse, which they're gonna cast. They have lands, like, okay, so they hit another land, so these lands are dead. Alright, so it looks like he's just passing. So now we're going to Entomb. Get our Grizzlebrand. Hey, look, we hit we hit Lotus Petal. Perfect. Perfect. So let's cast Lotus Petal. Opponent is thinking really hard about it. And now we Shallow Grave. Draw 7. Okay, so we got another land drop, so we're just looking for Dark Ritual or another Lotus Petal. Alright, so there's Emrakul. Alright. So I think what I want to do here is Blue Ponder. We don't want any of those. We do want to shuffle. And we hit Underground Sea. That's not great. And let's play Underground Sea. Let's tap. So once again, we're looking for Lotus Petal plus Children. So we're gonna go Brainstorm this time. Dark Ritual Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay. So let's go ahead and put you back and you back. And then let's go to combat. Let's attack. Attack. Yep. Let's draw 7. There's our children. Alright. There's that. There's that. Attack for white. Children. Sacrifice the children. Draw another 7. Alright, did we? Okay, we won. Cool. So yeah, very good. Beautiful, beautiful games. I think this red deck is super sweet. But this is a much cooler deck. We get to see more cards than them. Like, look, they cast all those rituals for a 4/4, and they cast all those rituals to look at the top 3 cards, and we cast all those rituals to get a Grizzlebrand, and then we draw cards with that Grizzlebrand. Like, why would you even play mono red when you can instead be playing Tinfins? Like, it's crazy. It's so good to be us. Okay, so yeah, 2-2. Let's see if we can get one more win. Keep these keep the good times rolling. Match. All right. Downey 78. Hello. Oh, yes, please. Come on. The nuts. This is not the nuts. I mean, Entomb, Force of Will. We're looking for Reanimation, but we have Brainstorm. You know what? I'll keep this. I'll keep this blind on the play. Game 1, because then we can go land, and then depending on what they do, we can either force, and we can tomb, and then just hope that things go well for us. So let's try it and see what happens. Let's see what they do. So they mulligan down to 6. Cool. All right. So they go down to 6. So let's play ourselves an Underground Sea and pass. Snow-covered island. Okay. I'm just gonna brainstorm. Hey, more Entombs, Dark Ritual. You'll love to see it, folks. I think I'm gonna just go Delta Dark Ritual. Let's Let's take a peek at what they're doing. Boop. All right, so some sort of bluish control deck. Not great. No fetches, so that's good. What's Frantic Inventory? Oh, Frantic Inventory is the new accumulated knowledge. Okay. So we can either take swords or brainstorm. Swords is probably the better pick because, you know, we're trying to Grizzlebrand them. Brainstorm, if we're trying to play a longer game, I mean, that's hard pick. Let's take Brainstorm, and we'll figure it out from there. Because we still have Force of Will back up against a Swords to Plowshares. So they're going to Brainstorm. What you doing, opponent? Please use up the time. Makes me feel better about talking through all my plays. Opponent, still thinking. Maybe they walked away to go get a drink. Maybe they are talking to their chat, even. Who knows? If we were on Arena, we could just spam your go a lot. So we're drawing fetch next turn, which is good. Tick-tock, opponent. I think maybe I'll edit all of this out if I give a shit to actually edit this recording down to a reasonable size. But we'll figure it out. Maybe our opponent is like going to be super timed out. That'll be cool. Opponent. Still thinking. Still talking. All right. For the first time, I'm ahead on clock from someone. I will take my victory. Hey! Okay then. opponent scoops it up. I think maybe something popped up for them. Hard to tell. So we're gonna draw Polluted Delta. I was gonna ponder, and so our ponder was gonna show us those cards. And I probably would have kept both of those maybe, or kept all those during to brainstorm. So I could or maybe go ponder or go preordain, do some more scrying, because I mean essentially, yeah, we're super far away from, pretty far away from Agorio's Vengeance. Well, okay, so we see those. Keep brainstorm, or maybe we do ponder or preordain and do some stuff. I don't know, but yeah, I mean I think with their hand, we might have been able to squeak a win out, depending on what they would have found. But we won't have to find out. So yeah, so GG's. So yeah, so that's an easy 3-2 league. So we're at 2-3-2 leagues in a row, and that's pretty sweet. So here's the list for the recording. And I shared these thoughts earlier on my stream, but this deck feels really good. Absolute blast to play. If you've played Tinfins, you'll love the game ones because you just get some really rock solid Tinfins goes. If I think the things that of course, are weird to me are playing with counter magic because I primarily play with discard in paper. But playing with counter magic felt pretty fantastic for the most part. Collector Brutality is probably the weakest card in the main deck for a couple reasons. Since on Moto, if we can loop our entire deck, we're just going to cast Emrakul because that's much faster. So we'll just hardcast Emrakul and attack for 15 on the extra turn and just win that way. So this is mostly just a Swiss Army knife card. So I think if I were to run this entire list back again, I would probably move the Limduel's Vault to the main deck, and then put in. I'd probably actually put a Chain of Vapor in the sideboard here. My biggest thoughts on this is there's some and maybe I'm wrong, but like there is some matches where if I'm gonna go into someone blind and I don't know what hate they have, I feel much more comfortable sticking on Tinfins and having like Chain of Vapor, Flusterstorm, maybe Abrupt Decay to deal with hate, as opposed to just doing the full 180 into Doomsday. But I think that's probably the wrong way to go about it. Just because Doomsday does not care about graveyard hate as much. But yeah, I would move Limduel's Vault into the main deck, Collector Brutality, put Chain of Vapor in, just as a catch-all bounce spell. And I think that would be the only change I would make to this deck at this time. And yeah, so I think this deck is rock solid. And I mean, we're at 2-3-2 matches so far, or 2-3-2 leagues. Lost to Mono Black Curses, where I could have stacked a pile better. Lost against this thing right here, whatever this deck was. Oh, Blood Moon Stompy. Blood Moon Stompy is just a bad deck. We won game 1, but we couldn't piece it together in games 2 or 3. And then of course we went against Mono Red Storm, and then we inexplicably won against Blue White Control. They scooped for whatever reason. I'm not going to question it. I think that game was going to be pretty good for us. And then game 2 and 3 would have went into the Doomsday plan, and we would have seen what they would have done to us there. So yeah, so I think Chalice decks like this Mono Black Curses and Moon Stompy, I think they're probably the worst matchups just because they have lock pieces on lock pieces on lock pieces, and that gets really annoying to break through. although the Doomsday plan is fairly, I think is more resilient to lock pieces because we need to resolve a 3-mana sorcery, which isn't hard when you're usually dealing with Chalice on 1 or Chalice on 2, or like 3 ball. Blood Moon is hard to get through, but whatever. Because we have Dark Rituals, right? And then Thassa's Oracle, if we don't get mooned out, we can Caverner's Souls and force through a Chalice of the Void, and that's fine. Or we can just make sure we have enough mana to get through a 3 ball. And then we have Edge of Autumn and our Street Race to cycle, and so those get stopped by Pithing Needle. And so since those don't cost mana, those aren't actual spells. They get through Chalice, 3 ball, and Blood Moon, and Leyline of the Void. So like, I feel like we're pretty resilient to those lock plans, but it slows us down quite a bit. To the point where if we can't cobble together the win very quickly, we're probably going to lose like I did in that game 3 to just massive 2/2s. So yeah, so that is the league. I'm going to call it there, and I will throw this video up on the Discord for everyone to watch later. So yeah.